For people watching this later, we have an amp to unbox today. I'm going to let this run for a couple minutes to allow people to come in. This is an odd time for most people. It's really early in the morning, really late at night for most people. So I'm going to let this run for a few minutes, let some viewers come in, and then we're going to unbox this amp. This is some tone straight from the heart of America. What's up, people? The winner wish. Hey, winner, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. If you sign up to this contest, this giveaway, you just might get it, man. Okay. We have some people in the house. Let's see. All right. So give me a like and I'll unbox this thing. Come on, guys, give me a like. Got something to show you here. Come on, dudes, give me a like and I will start unboxing this amp. Give me a like. All right, well, I'll make you wait. I'll tell you the story of this amp. Okay. So this started its life. This amp in here started its life within this Fender Princeton Reverb combo with a 12-inch Jensen Alnico speaker and a limited edition color scheme, right? Hey, give me a like and I'll start doing this unboxing. Until then, I'm just going to be rattling off. So, I was a fan of the amp. The Fender Princeton reissue, it has one good tone, and that tone, I liked it. But I knew that the quality of the components inside, the layout, the PCB board, there's a lot of things wrong with the Fender Princeton reissue. Even the more expensive versions, they're not that great. You can pay like $3,500, $4,000 for their hand-wired version, and you look inside, the wiring is spaghetti. You got bathtub resistors. You got cheap stuff. And it's made quick on an assembly line, even the custom shop hand-wired stuff, right? So, I sent this to none other than the company that I've been working with for quite some time, that I've been the main hype man for quite some time. I don't know if it's my place to mention that company right now because the owner of the company had a crash out last week, and it's not that anything's changed on my end. We didn't have a falling out. He crashed out and decided that for some reason, his strongest supporter doesn't have the best interests of the company at heart. So I'm going to keep the company's name out of my mouth, and I've got nothing bad to say. I'll just tell the story about the provenance of this amp. So, Princeton reissue in a 12-inch combo, limited edition color scheme. I liked it, but I knew it was limited, and I knew it had bad parts, and it was, a VCR on the inside for all intents and purposes. So I sent it to this gentleman. He rebuilt something along the lines of a hand-built turret board Princeton and sent it back to me. The last unboxing you may have seen me do here, you notice the blue box, that same box, it didn't work out. So I unboxed it I turned it on, and little headroom, low volume. It's just, this ain't what it's supposed to be. Yeah, I know what it's like to turn up the Princeton reissue to half volume and get it kind of cranking. Okay, so had problems from the jump. We spent a long time on the phone working out those problems, and then we got it working. And for about 2 hours, Jackie Lee Guitars was in this room. Jack Lee Guitars, sorry. Jack Lee Guitars was in this room rocking out on that updated hand-wired Princeton, and it sounded great. We were granted glorious tone, all right? But then the next day, turn it on, and it's back to square one. It's back to just like the opening, the unboxing. Low volume, low headroom. You start to crank it, it doesn't sound good. And then, maybe 24 hours over the course of a couple weeks on the phone, trying to figure this thing out, trying to fix it from here, didn't work out. So it got sent back. And when it got sent back, he couldn't really figure out what the hell was wrong with it and just said, screw it. I'm going to do what I know. I'm going to go in the direction of my expertise. I'm going to do what I know. And he has made something that's more along the lines of a high wattage sound, according to him. Still has reverb. And I'm excited to see what this amp's all about. So I'm going to open this thing up and put it into this cabinet. We'll listen to it with the Jensen Alnico speaker, and then I'll start demoing different, mostly 1x12 cabinets with different speakers. So hang with me. I'm going to get my drill out and start putting this chassis in. But first, we've got to take this out of the box. Okay, we do have a like, which is what I asked for to start the unboxing. So I will start unboxing this thing. Okay, first thing I notice, the declared value is $1, which is a no-no, because if the post office loses this package in the mail, you can't get any money back. And making that go from a $1 declared value to $500 or $1,000 is just a couple bucks. It's not a big amount. So that's a no-no. If you ship something that's worth $500, spend a couple bucks and declare it as $500 so that when the Nimrods lose it, you can get some money back. But hey, looks like this thing didn't get beat up, so we're probably going to be okay. No, I did not buy this. I just paid for shipping. This is from a sole proprietor who has gotten very popular since I started watching him on YouTube last spring. Wow, we have that certain aroma Very powerful this time. But that's okay. That's okay. I think he did a very good job packing this up from what I'm seeing so far. Cool. Okay, man. Yeah, I see what you did there. Good thinking. That's cool. Okay. Well, it looks like we had no catastrophe shipping this guy over. How are y'all doing in the chat? Give me a sign of life. Come on. Oh, yeah, very precious. You're right. Okay. And here in the reverb tank, we have the name of the amp. This is gonna go onto the combo. The Aqueous. That's right. Aqueous, named after this drippy, watery reverb. All right, so I've got the reverb tank out. And now I'll show you what's going on in here. So here is the faceplate. Master, middle, bass, treble, reverb, pre-gain, low and high inputs. You may see some white stuff that's just some static electricity and styrofoam. All right. You guys ready for that gut shot? You guys ready to see what's under the hood? Come on. Look at that. Look at that. This thing went from VCR to the real thing. Okay. So, our tube selection here, we have these Russian 6v6 style tubes that are called something different. I don't know how to read Cyrillic, but yeah, these Russian tubes are they've been super reliable for quite a while. We've got a 12AX7R groove tube. We've got a PS vein. AT7, JJ EL84, and then a 12AX7B China, no brand. Okay, let me just clean this thing up a little bit, and then we're going to put it into the combo and turn it on. You know, I think now is a good time to start a poll. Let's start a poll. Looks like poll might not be something I have access to at this point. I've used it before, but it looks like the option's not there right now. But yes, I was most certainly going to start a poll of, will this sucker work after I put it in there? Well, I hope you all out there in the community say a little prayer for me and say, grant us glorious tone. Amen. Just a couple more minutes. Yeah, we'll have to take the bottom off to get the tank in. Like I said earlier, nothing has changed with myself and the company that made this amp. I'm still a huge fan. The only thing that changed was the designer of this amp decided that even though I've been his biggest supporter, that somehow I'm a bad guy and I'm not serving his best interest or something like that. So that's too bad. But nothing's changed on my side. That's not a falling out. That's just, I think he was going through a lot of stress and anxiety from becoming a rising star on YouTube. And I get that, because he's got a sorry, had to decline a call. Yeah, I get that stress and anxiety from the YouTube community. I can't imagine what it would be like to have a channel that's always soaring and a lot of the time very chaotic. That is not what's going on in this channel. I make some of the most boring YouTube content out there, but I keep it real. So I hope it's worth watching because I keep it real. Okay. If anybody in the chat wants to throw out a statement or a question, I'll interact with you. I'm not a jerk, and I got nothing else going on. All right. It's going to be something like that. That's cool. I just need to move some things around and we'll be in business. Give me a moment. I really like the blue corrugated boxes, corrugated plastic boxes like this. They're great. They're so much better than cardboard. But this has some of the aromas from the master designer. And I got to put this out in the hallway, or else my wife's going to be asking, who's smoking cigarettes? All right, I'll be right back. No big deal. Whoa. Yeah, it does smell in here. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll put this on this little Posse amp stand so it tilts it a little bit, brings it off the floor. And we're off. Okay, we have sound. And there goes the reverb. Okay, so far so good. Let me plug in the foot switch. Okay, so the vibe side of the foot switch activates the reverb. That's cool, no problem with that. Interesting. This time, it works right out of the box. And it sounds good. It is not the Princeton anymore. It is not that classic Fender, but it is a good sound. I like it. I do think that the Princeton reissue can get louder than this. And I've had it on both high and low inputs. Right now it's on the low, but let me switch over to high and hear where it's at. That sounded pretty good as far as dB wise. That's the high input with the pre-gain at 75%, the master at 85%. It's sounding good. I like the way it sounds. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it on. And then a little later, to see if it develops any problems, I'll leave it on, and then we can start trying different speaker pairings. The reverb sounds good. I do have the reverb like what's that? 9 o'clock? Pretty low. Like 25% up. Let's get some more. Let's see. So if you turn up the reverb, you got to turn down the treble, I think. can be turned way up most of the time. Sounds good to me. It's working the way it should. Sounds good. I like it. It's different, but I like it, and it's an edge breakup amp for sure. I think the reissue has more clean headroom, but this can get into similar dB areas cranked, and edge of breakup is where it is when you put it the reissue on 5 anyways, so This is cool. I'm looking forward to putting some different preamp tubes in it. It sounds good. I would expect a little bit more volume, but beyond that, it's sounding good. Now let's leave it on. I'll take a break. I'll go get something to eat, and I'll come back in 20 minutes or some shit. Let's see what it's doing then. we still got some people hanging tough in the chat. Let's see. Let me try a different axe. The output here won't be too much different. You have something to say to me, say it in the chat. I'll respond to comments and questions. Could you please just make it like 5 dB louder? No, it's good. It's just I think the way I'm going to have it set up is the master is going to be 100% all the time, and then the pre-gain I'm going to go either 75% or 50%, and that's really it. Now there is more flexibility in the EQ, of course, because it's got mid. But yeah, that master, it's just going to stay cranked because there's no clean headroom if you don't crank it. So that's my 65%. Let's go to 45% on the pre-gain. It's not loud enough. It's close, but it's not giving me enough So that's the 45 or the, yeah, and then I go back to 65. That's good. That's good. I think I'll probably just keep it there, man. The master is definitely going to stay on 100 the whole time, but then the pregame. All right, here's pregame 75. Let me introduce a little tape echo along with, we've just been listening to the amp with reverb. Okay, let's pull out some different speaker options now. Oh, you thought I was done? Nope. All right. This might be a better fit. Yo, what the fuck? It looks like one of the power tubes is glowing and the other is not. Let me turn off the lights to really see. What the fuck? Yo. What in the fuck is going on with that? All right, we're gonna take off this back panel and see if we can get this other power tube to glow. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, what the fuck? One is not on and the other is hot. Yo. How can this be? One tube is hot to the touch, the other doesn't have any temperature. What the fuck? They're both in. Yo. So how can that be? If you've got a class AB how can that be? That doesn't make sense to me. If only one tube is fucking working, it shouldn't be making any sound. Yo. All right. Now we're going to be tube swapping. Man, why does this always have to be like this? Let me see if I even have 6v6s, man. I do. I don't know if if these are any good. Fuck. Bro, we don't have time for bullshit right now. One of these tubes is hot, power tubes. The other one didn't warm up at all. And I was playing for like an hour. And we were getting close to volume levels that I'd expect, but oh, fuck. Broken light bulb sound. But how does the amp still work if one of those tubes doesn't work, man? All right, here's another 6v6. Oh, okay. We got lights on this Groove Tube 6v6 I just put in, or JJ or some bullshit. All right. Now watch this thing go fucking Incredible Hulk on me and be 3 times as loud. It might just do that. I don't think it's gaining that much volume. what? Let me take out the Russian. So in case I don't want to have a weird mix up, I'll take out, so there's one tube in it that looks like this. There's one tube in it that looks like this right now. Because when I had two like this, one was heated up, one wasn't. So now I'm going to put this other GT in there. I'll give it a second to cool off. If you want to talk, come into the chat and I'll interact with you. This isn't a preaching, I know it all channel. This is an interactive channel. Another thing I'm going to do when these tubes cool off is take out the Chinese tubes that the designer gentleman put in there, and I'm going to put in some Mullard tubes, some Mullard preamp tubes. Really just that V1 tube. The V1 tube that the gentleman used says 12AX7 China. That's it. I'm going to replace that. Because that reverb driver is a 12AT7 PS Vane, that's fine. I don't want to heat that one up. But I want to see if a better tube in V1 is helpful. And then this groove tube. I'm gonna replace that one with a Mullard also. A Mullard from the infamous Viva Tubes. Scared to comment, in fear of being sent to purgatory. Look, don't bring chaos here. I'm not going to send you to purgatory, but just don't bring chaos here. If you're worried about being sent to purgatory on other pages because of your interactions here, The paranoid purity testing needs to end. I've been nothing but a supporter. Okay, time to change this tube. Okay, this black one, this Russian one, it's still intact. The other one, I can hear it tinkle. Oh, this has no tinkle. So maybe we'll be good with these two groove tubes. Let's see. Whoa. I'm hearing some extra hiss. What's going on here? Will we finally get the volume levels I'm looking for? I think we might have done it, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, okay, that's totally different. Now let's put the master up at noon and dime the pregame. Oh, yo, that's what's up. Okay, this is a clean amp through and through. Now we can use OD pedals. Scruddy Screwdriver, Mini Deluxe. Alright, how about pregame halfway up and master all the way up? Not enough volume, but I think I might like it that way. With the master all the way up. And then just pregame the taste. Yeah, imagine that, man. And here's the thing. You send a product to just anybody, and they're gonna flip that switch, and if something's wrong, they're stuck. Thank the Almighty, I had an extra pair of output tubes. Um, and now the thing sounds like it's intended to sound. So, I don't know. Am I not in the best interests of the brand? I think I'm a pretty good fit. This is sounding good. Whoa. I've got all those knobs on like 75%, the EQ ones. I guess I need to pull the treble back, but the mid and the bass on 75, that works. Sounds dope. Not as far off the map from the Princeton reissue as it was before with the faulty power tubes. All right, let's look. Right now I've got it set up like this. Pre-gain 70, reverb 30, treble 45, bass 75, middle 75, master 60. How about that? Yeah, that's something that you can do on better made amps than like a Fender reissue, you can start turning those EQ controls instead of being stuck with just one position that sounds good. One on the Princeton reissue, you're going to put the bass on 3, you're going to put the treble on 6, and that's the only place you're going to put those controls on for EQ. You're just stuck there. If you turn up the bass, it gets muddy. If you turn down the treble, it's unclear. If you turn up the treble, it's too piercing. But don't try the control that I just showed you. Just if you have a Princeton reissue, just put the bass on 3, the treble on 6, and then the rest is just cranking the volume for your edge of breakup. Well, this is sounding good. I'm going to leave it on for another 10 minutes and play a little bit more. Because if this thing is going to break, let's do it. Let's do it now instead of doing it later, right? Let's get to the root of the truth. And if there is any issue, let's get to it head on. These guys, au revoir. They're going into the garbage. That's another thing that I've learned from this gentleman who created this amp is don't be afraid to just throw things away. Okay? Don't feel like you have to keep everything in this guitar journey. You really don't. And so I sent him Fender Princeton reissue. I sent him an Ibanez TS15 Tube Screamer head, which is a little 6v6 tube head. I sent him a Joe Bonamassa wah-wah. He said that he'll send me those back. He's going to gut them and make them new stuff. And I look forward to that. If I could get another amp out of him, if I could get this wah pedal out of him, that's what he said he'd do. But at the end of the day, look, the Ibanez TS head, it's not inspiring. The Joe Bonamassa wah, I sent that to him because I thought it could boost the brand, because it's a good example of it looks good on the outside, but once you flip that board around, there's PCB traces. I thought I could boost his brand. But really, at the end of the day, if he crashes out and doesn't see me as a supporter or a friend, hey, gear is gear, man. Some of it matters more than others. But yeah, these guys, they're going into the garbage. No love lost. When you ship tubes around, it's like a light bulb. Tinkly, tinkly, tinkly. Okay. It's all good. But yeah, this thing is this thing's got the power of the reissue, and it's got a lot more flexibility now. Today I sold a Seymour Duncan JB in Zebra that I'll put in the mail tomorrow. $55 because it's not new and shiny. It's it's 10 years old or something. I'm offloading. There's also, yeah. I've got more DiMarzios than Duncans, but yeah, it's all being sold right now. And I'm just trying to collect a little bit. I'm not trying to list them for what they're really worth and be in it for the long haul. I'm just like, oh, $50, give it to me. I send it to you. Um, I could list them for 75 and they'd eventually sell, but nah, I'm just trying to move on with those. Um, what I bought yesterday, getting back to basics, one thing that I really like is the Boss CS2 compressor from the 80s, the blue compressor. Man. So I bought one. I've probably had four that I've bought and sold, and it's silly. But yeah, I just need to keep one. So I bought one. They're not as expensive as you think they are. They're not like the Boss Chorus from the 80s. That's like $300. You can get a good Boss CS2 compressor, which is the Dave Gilmore compressor from the 80s. You can get that for $130, $140, like one that's not looking like it's been run over by a truck. So I got one of those. And then I also, because I like Boss compressors, that's what it comes down to. I don't like this one. I'm selling this one. This is like the most popular compressor on the market. I don't like it at all. Boss compressors are much better. So I got the most recent Boss compressor, the C1X or something like that. It's a high-tech device, and it's more of a studio compressor than a guitar pedal. But yeah, so I got these two. They're coming in. I'm really looking forward to that. Especially with the high watt, and with this. This is high wattage. That's going to take it next level. Looking forward to it. So yeah, I'm going to leave this on. I'm going to go eat a little bit more, come back, play for the last time, see if anything breaks or burns. But I'm glad we got over that obstacle and got this thing to work. That's what's up. Okay, BRB. Looks stable from here. Damn, it smells like cigarettes in here. What is up with that? Well, I think we all know what's up with that. That's fine, though. Hey, to each his own. I see that this has 3M adhesive on the back. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to put tape for now, because I don't want to fuck it up. But here we go. I've also got places to screw it in. Should it be flush? Probably, right? Or what about at the bottom? I don't know, guys. I think up here is the only place that makes sense. But that does that even look good? What do you think? Maybe the aqueous badge is just going to be in a drawer long term. What about this side? Maybe that side is the place. Let's see. What do you think? I don't know. This aqueous badge just might not be working out. Oh, how about as a beam blocker to change the EQ structure? We got the aqueous beam blocker. A new invention. I'm just playing. I don't know if that badge is going to be working out. Yeah, that's got balls. This might not be the best overdrive pedal match for this, but that's okay. This sounds good. What's up, people? What, you don't want to talk? You're just hiding in the shadows? Come on now. Not going to become a shredder on this page, I'll tell you that much. Let's see what these tubes look like. Everything looks about right.
I got TV Jones pickups on my telly. TV Jones classics.
It sounds badass in here, man. Well, to the gentleman who crashed out this week and decided that I was an enemy, I say to you, sir, congratulations on the build. Sounds like $1 million. I'm happy to be the recipient. I am blessed to be a customer. And this is a cell phone video we got here. I'm going to start putting this through its paces with real microphones, listening through this speaker and a handful of other speakers. You ain't seen nothing yet, all right? And that was the original intent of this channel, was for me to be able to make short little video clips or short little audio clips and put them on YouTube and maybe introduce some video to that audio, but to be able to make microphone good recordings in this room and throw it out on YouTube and get some people saying, oh, I kind of like that idea, or I see what you did there. And I'm going to get back to basics and start miking this amp up, giving you guys some sound samples. Thank you, Ace. It does sound pretty good, man. This thing, it's a pedal amp. I don't like the PP term, the pedal platform. There's a lot of guitar terms I don't like, but this is a clean amp with a good EQ, and you can do a bunch of different things with it. It's flexible. And if you if you've got both of those volumes cranked, it starts breaking up. If I was using humbuckers, it would break up even more. But yeah, this is mostly about getting to a strong, clean sound, and then doing the rest with some ODs at your feet. I believe. I think that's probably how this amp is going to go. But if you just want a edge of breakup, it does that too. So clean to edge of breakup, and then whatever else you want out of it, you can do. Well, hey man, having a successful YouTube channel and riding that roller coaster, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of paranoia, and a lot of it is only natural. So I'm not pointing fingers, but yeah, there's no falling out. There's just some crashing out, and everybody is entitled to make mistakes and be forgiven. So, hey, the Aqueous here. We just got our first taste tonight, and it will be back. So, hey, thank you for granting us glorious tone. All right? Thank you. Truly. And we will be back, guys. Thank you.